Okay, so here I am inside level 1, and before we dive into the render settings, first we have to optimize our scene for rendering. If I'll go into the outliner, in here you can see that we have multiple lighting setups. We have the day scene for Lumen, we have the night scene for Lumen, and we have the night scene for path tracing. And as you know by now that simply disabling a lighting setup from the outliner doesn't mean that it's going to be disabled from the renders as well. So we're going to have to follow a different procedure to disable them so that they don't show up in our renders. So let's say that we want to render our scene by using this lighting setup, the base scene for Lumen, and we want to disable these two. So for that, I'm going to open up this folder of night scene, and first of all, we're going to disable the artificial lights. I'm going to select these point lights, and I'm going to go into the details panel, and to disable them, I'm going to uncheck this box, Effects World. Now these point lights are completely disabled from our scene and from our renders as well. I'm going to do the same thing with this rectangular light. I'm going to uncheck this box. Now we are left with the skylight, the post-process volume, the HDRI backdrop, exponential height fog, and the directional light. I'm going to deselect post-process volume for now because the process of disabling the post-process volume is slightly different, but I'm going to keep the other lighting elements selected. I'm going to go into the details panel, and in here you need to find this option, Actor Hidden in Game. You can also search for it, but it will most likely appear right on top, and under this rendering tab, you can see that we have this option. And to disable these lighting elements, I'm going to check this box. Now these lighting elements will be disabled in my renders. They will still show up in our scene if I unhide this folder, of course, but they will not show up in our renders. Okay, so now we are left with the post-process volume. Now to disable post-process volume, what we're going to do is, we're going to go into the details panel and search for Infinite Extend Unbound. I'm going to uncheck this box, and now the post-process volume is also disabled. So this is how you can disable these lighting elements if you want to render your scene with some other lighting setup. We're going to do the same thing with night scene for path tracing as well. I'm going to open up this folder, and first of all, I'm going to disable the artificial lights. Where are they? I don't see them. Yeah, I believe they are in the folder of Minerva assets. I'm going to select them from here, and let's move them to this folder. I'm going to unparent these lights. Okay, I'm going to select these point lights from here, and first of all, I'm going to uncheck this box. And then I'm going to select the rectangular light and disable that as well. Then I'm going to select the other lighting elements apart from the post-process volume. And I'm going to check this box, Actor Hidden in Game. And then I'm going to select the post-process volume and search for Infinite Extend Unbound and uncheck this box. Now we have disabled the night scene with path tracing for our renders. So this is how you can optimize your scene for different lighting setups before jumping into the render settings. So that's pretty much it for this lesson, and in the next lesson, we'll discuss a few rendering settings. So I'll see you guys in the next one.